You're listening to the Graced Health Podcast with Amy Connell. Hey there, my name is Amy Connell. Welcome to the Graced Health Podcast. This podcast is to help women take care of themselves, age their bodies well, and enjoy a little chocolate in the process, or potato chips, or wine, or if you're like me, all three. As women, we spend a lot of time taking care of kids and careers, partners and parents, and then we wake up one day and realize we haven't been taking care of ourselves. Or if we have, things are just different. The problem is between churning out a couple babies and changing hormones, our body is different than it used to be. And it can be hard to figure out exactly how to take care of ourselves. What used to work may not anymore. If that's you, I hope you'll find Graced Health as a resource that gives you applicable content, but has just as much grace as it does value. This podcast will break our health into 3 categories, which will each be its own season. Each season will have a focus in the gym, in the kitchen, and in the Word. The episodes will be about 20 minutes long, give or take a few. Once we finish the first round of seasons, I hope to bring in people to interview with more expertise or different experiences than me to broaden the discussion. I certainly know I don't know all the answers to everything. I also, at this time, don't know how to do an online interview for a podcast, so I've got to figure that one out. I also expect to have some random bonus episodes sprinkled in as well. Depending on the season's focus, you'll see a variety of topics. In the gym, we'll focus on our movement and things I've learned as a personal trainer. And in the kitchen, we'll talk about food hacks and ways we can fuel our body best. Now, I'm not an RDN, registered dietitian nutritionist, so don't expect me to come in and tell you what to eat or exactly how to eat it. Actually, don't expect me to tell you exactly how to do anything. That's just not how I operate. Once we get into the Word seasons, we'll dig into scripture and apply that to our overall health, which of course encompasses our physical, our mental, and our spiritual. And we'll focus on our body image and how we worship. Now, I have a confession. This is actually the 3rd time I've recorded this intro. It's the 3rd iteration of trying to communicate basically the same thing. I've recorded 2 other ones and just keep tweaking it. I want to put this in or I want to take that out. And so I'm really hoping this one sticks. I was walking my dog Grace and realized it's actually a good analogy to our health. We try one thing, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't, maybe it works for a time, but then you realize you need to switch some things up. You're either bored with a workout or maybe you realize you love eggs and avocados way too much to go on a low-fat diet. My hope is this podcast will give you tools and content to find your own balanced health and take care of and appreciate our God-created body, no matter what that looks like. If we haven't met, here's a little about me. I'm a Jesus follower, not because I have everything together, but because I don't. I'm a wife to an amazing man. He's really incredible, but he's also as off the grid as they come, so don't expect to hear about him too much. I have 2 teen boys who are overall pretty incredible human beings. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still plenty of, I think they call it coaching now, to be done. We're phasing out of that managing season and moving into coaching, and we never done this thing before, so it does not come without its challenges. As difficult as parenting teens is, I have to say, I still really enjoy this phase. To me, it is so much better than diapers and sippy cups. I'm sorry, all you mamas who love babies. That's just not my jam. Graced Health is what I'm calling phase 3 of my adult life. During phase 1, I worked in finance and marketing in the corporate world. Phase 2 was spent at home with my littles, and now I'm following God's prompting to be a communicator about combining balanced, healthy living and grace. I'm a personal trainer certified through NASM, which is the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Full disclosure, I only got brave enough to study and sit for the exam in 2018, but I've been teaching group fitness since 2005 and participating in it long enough. I used to wear thong leotards to my step aerobics class. Thank goodness, we didn't have selfies and social media back then. I won't make you do the math, by the way. That means I'm in my mid-40s. I'm a fitness geek and nutrition nut, but I still miss workouts and find my hand in a bag of pretzels a little too often. If you want to hear a little more of my story and why I'm doing this, I encourage you to listen to the next episode where I share it. I'm so excited to have you here with me. Please reach out to me on the socials. The links are in the show notes, but basically I'm Graced Health on Instagram, where I hang out the most, and Facebook. I'll see you next time. Until then, have a Grace day. Yeah, I know I say that. It's totally corny. All right, have a good one.